All right, theorem 10.4. So I have a circle, circle A. Circle A will I want to draw a chord. So B and C are now added as my points, and then I will connect that chord by calling it secant A, or secant BC or CEB, either or. So that's secant right there, and I want to do a perpendicular bisector through it. And when I do a perpendicular bisector through it, I want to make sure that A hits the midpoint and B is a 90-degree angle. So I will find the midpoint, D, as well as draw the perpendicular bisector and make sure that it is in fact, awesome, a perpendicular bisector at a 90-degree angle for all four of these angles here. And then, what does segment E look like to you? Hopefully you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe it looks like a diameter, but how do we know for sure if it's the diameter? Right, so we have to make sure that the measurement from this angle or this angle, or I can even do the arc is 180 degrees. So let's see my angle tool. So I will plot that point there, there, and there. Oh, select 3 points or 2 lines. So it looks like I need E and F. There we go. Point 1, point 2. Oh, it's going to make me draw the point there. Okay, so let's try that angle again. 1, 2, 3. That right there tells me it's 180 degrees, so therefore I do know it is a diameter. So here's the theorem. Theorem 10.4 is if one chord is a perpendicular bisector of another chord, then the first chord is the diameter. Alright, so this is theorem 10.4. So I drew a circle, circle A, and I'm going to plot a segment, this segment right here. This, I'm not sure if it's any particular special segment, but I know that it has the characteristic that it is 180 degrees. Well, this segment is the perpendicular bisector of a new segment or chord CB. How do I know that it's a perpendicular bisector? Well, I can measure my angles, and I notice that it's a 90 degrees, so I know it's perpendicular. But is it a bisector? Does it bisect the segment into 2 equal parts, or does it go right through the midpoint? So point D, that just popped up, is the midpoint, and I know that because over here says distance BD is 3 and distance DC is 3, so I know that it is the bisector. So, the theorem, what do you think it's going to be? If one chord is a perpendicular bisector of another, which we have, then the first chord is the diameter. And you can see that right there.